Hello everyone, hope you're doing fine. Today I thought of sharing with you the tasks which I have uh, at the terrace garden. Now I have a few adenium plants here, as you can see, this one here, the one in the back. Now these were previously down here by the side of the fence, and they grew extremely tall because they were trying to catch the sun. So I had to trim them, but I think they need further trimming, so I will trim them from here so that this much of the trunk remains, this portion of trunk remains, and branches will come out from here, and the plant will definitely look better. So I've got this hacksaw blade here, and I have sanitized it with spirit, which I have at my disposal. Now all I need to do is to trim the adeniums. That's the first task today I have. So let me trim these two. I'll show you the result. Stay tuned. Okay, so this one is trimmed. That's also trimmed. I have two more to go. Here is the other one which I need to trim from here. And this is the fourth one which I need to trim from here. Or maybe from here, from this area. Okay, let me just go ahead and trim them. Alright, so the third one has been trimmed, and that's the fourth one. Now if you have adeniums, you can go ahead and trim the main trunk uh, to give proper shape to your adeniums. Don't be worried, branches will come out soon enough and the plants will look a lot better. And since these pots are not big ones, so keeping a huge tree or a tall tree in a small pot looks ugly, so I had to trim them. Moving on to the next task. Alright, so this my next task today is shifting this heavy pot. Now this has a lemon tree. This lemon tree is about 3 years old. It gives good produce of lemon. Now this was down below in the alley, and the plant is not getting enough sunlight, so I decided to shift it to the rooftop. So I brought this from down below up all those stairs, and I need to carry it up this flight of stairs and then go all the way up to the rooftop. Stay tuned while I shift this heavy pot to the rooftop. Okay, so this one has been shifted, the heavy one has been shifted. I also have another pot which has another lemon tree, and I had to shift it, and I'm panting because it was a heavy load. This has got a flower, just one flower, as you can see. Hope it stays. Now the plants will get 6 to 7 hours of direct sunlight, which is required for lemon trees, and I'll be trimming the branches in the afternoon of this lemon tree because new branches will come up with new leaves and new flowers, which will produce more fruits. Now the next task would be to shift these spinaches. You see, these are spinaches which uh, sprung up in this pot here. So one, two, three, four. I need to transplant these four spinaches from here to here in this pot. It already has a spinach which I transplanted yesterday. I'll be transplanting the rest in this pot. So some digging is required. Since the soil is loose, the soil contains the compost which I make out of kitchen waste. So I think it will be easy to dig up the plants, and they are coming out of the ground easily. Okay, so I've got the spinaches here uprooted from from this tub here, and now I need to put them in this pot here. So let me do that. I need to dig 4 holes, and again this is the same compost which I use as a potting mix, which I prepare at home from kitchen waste. It's very easy. Just leave the kitchen waste, cover them with dry leaves, pieces of cardboard, leave it for some 3 months, and they'll turn into compost, non-smelly compost. I have a separate video on how to make kitchen waste. Sorry, how to convert kitchen waste into compost. You may watch it. Okay, so let me plant these spinaches in this tub first. Stay tuned. Okay, so all four are in the tub. Just I'm just pressing the soil a bit. Pressing the soil down a bit around the plants so that they get a strong foothold. Now I need to add some more potting mix in this tub here. So this potting mix out here has been drying in the sun for the last 2 days. This has dried up tea leaves. Make sure that you take out the milk and the sugar from the tea leaves, wash them thoroughly, and dry them up, and you can mix with your potting mix. This has the compost I made from kitchen waste, a bit of soil. Now I don't use much soil because they will make the pots heavy, and this also has a mixture of this is a mixture of bone dust, horn dust, and powdered eggshells. Now I do have a separate video on how to crush eggshells and get calcium absolutely free of cost. So I have mixed all of these into this uh, mixture here, this potting mix here. I'll be using this in that tub containing the spinaches. So let's just do that. All right, there you go. Need some more. Now keeping the potting mix in under the sun helps to kill the bacteria and other germs which may be there in the substance. I think that would be enough. Now all I need to do is to arrange it so that the plants are not covered with the potting mix and they can breathe. Now these are the rain lilies which I transplanted earlier from my balcony garden because again they were not getting enough sun there. So this pot here has become a pot for community living. So rain lilies and spinaches should thrive together. In the afternoon, I'll be showering these plants with water, and it will be a mixture of 1 liter of water and 1 tablespoonful of uh, liquid which I make by soaking onion peels and uh, garlic peels orange peels. I'll show you how I make that liquid. Now, showering the plants helps to remove insects or pests which come and sit on your plants, which lay eggs on your plants. So every day the plants need to be showered with water. Even if you shower them with plain water, that will also help. Okay, so these are the garlic peels I was referring to. All you need to do is to soak them in water, keep them soaked for 24 hours, and they will produce a liquid like this, which I've collected in this bottle here. And I'll be mixing 1 liter of plain water and 1 tablespoonful of this water, this liquid from the garlic peels, and I'll shower the plants. Now, this is the water from, or this is the water after rice has been boiled or rice has been cooked. This is still warm, and this is the water in which raw rice was washed before cooking. I don't throw these things out. I keep them. I water the plants using these things, and rice water is good for your plant. It provides the required nutrients. Now, this is the uh, liquid that comes out of vegetable peels, fruit peels, which I collect in one tumbler. I also have a separate video showing how to collect this liquid from kitchen wastes. So I'll be adding 2 tablespoonful of this substance into this water. I'll pour this rice water again in this bucket, keep them in this bucket, and I'll water the plants in the afternoon. So I poured that liquid manure or liquid fertilizer into this water, and I'll also be pouring this water into this bucket. Okay, and I'll be using this water in the afternoon to water my plants. Now, I would also like to show you that these are banana peels which I am drying in the sun. I collect banana peels, dry them up, and mix them in the potting mix. Banana peels are rich in phosphorus, so this is also freely available. Every household has bananas. I mean, brought from markets. So after you have the banana, don't don't just throw away the peels. Dry them up, cut them into pieces, dry them up, and mix them with your potting mix. So this pot here has the uh, vegetable peels and fruit peels which I collected, and I added water to it, and this has been in this pot for a month now. So this provides the vital nutrient which is essential for plant growth. So again, the same ratio, 1 tablespoonful in 1 liter of water. If you pour this liquid more than it is required, then that might burn the plants. So be careful. So I just watered the jasmine plant, and this plant is more than 15 years old. It is huge. As you can see, that's the base of the plant, and this is the full length of the plant. I'll also be watering the tangle hearts. And the inch plant as well. I've already watered it. So as I mentioned earlier, showering the plants is very important for their health. That's my song of India. You need to shower all the plants that you have every afternoon, as I mentioned earlier. That washes down the pests and the eggs of various insects from the plants, and it also washes down the dust which accumulates on the leaves. I would suggest, if you have space available around your house, in the passageway or on the terrace, on the balcony, do keep plants, because I feel gardening is the best way to unwind from the stress that we have from our daily lives. Since the growth of plants is slow, so that unwinds your soul to a great extent. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching.